Well, is my mic working good? Yes, it is. It's working good. Guess who was laying in the bed after working 11 hours today out plowing snow and throwing ice and driving the plow? I was out in it all day and I come home. Uh, I saw that Carla went live. Hey, I saw that Carla went live. Now, this is after I've got it in my head. I said, you know what? I'm just going to take down all those videos. Not 15 though. I didn't make 15 videos. I made 3 videos. And I didn't make 15. Hey, what's happening, Rel? I made 3 videos because she is up there. She's up there. She's gonna call me out because she don't like something I said. And I'm glad Rel's here. She's gonna call me out because she didn't like something I said. She's gonna chastise me because I'm arguing with somebody else and she didn't like what I said. And somebody else, she's gonna call me out. So I responded to that with a video. Then they did another video where they were just trying to dog at me and all that shit. So I made another video. And that's it. So I decided, you know what? Ain't no sense in arguing with them. If that's the way they're going to see it, that's the way they're going to see it. I took all my videos down. They didn't ask me to. Took all my videos down, put up a nice video about Carla, and slid on into her chat. All right? Slid on into her chat. All right? And I had no intentions of bringing anything up. There was a little bit of fine conversation, and she snapped at me twice. Miss B corrected her. Then she goes, I'm not your mommy. Let me tell you something, Carla. You definitely aren't my mommy. She died in 2013. She died in 2013. So if you're not my mommy, then it's not up to you to get up there and publicly chastise me and scold me if you're not my fucking mommy. See, and since Rel's here, you see him in my chat? I'm going to bring up something. I'm going to bring up something that happened clearly. Okay? You got mad at me because I'm arguing with Vinny G that had nothing to do with you. There was a time when Rel didn't want me over in your chat. He didn't like you, and he was coming at you left and right. He was saying this and that about you. He put up pictures of old ladies, made a remark about a brick or something like that. And there, one of you motherfuckers made a video about Rel. You shut up talking about him. Now I'm arguing with somebody else over here, right? I'm arguing with somebody else. Had nothing to do with you. And you're going to say, well, Bryan, I just can't support that behavior. Then you got some bitch in there that drove by my fucking house and took pictures of my house. Why don't you call her out? Okay, you want to play this fucking game with me, Carla Ray? Carla or whatever, Carla Marie, whoever the fuck you are. You want to play this game with me? You ain't my mommy. You're absolutely right. I'm sitting there stewing on this shit. Every fucking thing that you guys said about me is a fucking lie. And if I catch you over in Richard Groiper's chat after I showed you what a racist piece of shit he was and you took his wrench, I'm going to know that you support racism. And if Rel needs me to put his thing back up, I'll be glad to do that to show what you support. A real racist. Now, I came over there today to try and just move on. Like you moved on with Trisha, not Trish. But behind the scenes with Trisha, not Trish, you forget the Facebook messages you sent me. And you were so fucking mad at me when me and TNT were up on Mandy Bell's. And I did her a solid because she did me a solid. And I get in the Discord and you chew me out about doing her a solid. But now you right back over there. You got it right back over there with me aggravated, doxing people. So let me tell you something, Carla. You started this shit with me. You decided that you were going to run a video on me and try and embarrass me. You did that. You remember that. Huh? They got BSJ on 10. Oh, I ain't that mad. I'm not really that mad. See, Carla and them are friends. And I'm sitting there watching them lie, right? And I have a 2-hour video that shows that they're fucking lying. And Carla, you're not going to sit here and pretend like you're the moral authority. That you know that little apology you gave to One Win, you seem to forget where else you sent that picture. You might want to take a look at your messages, okay? Because you are not going to get away with scolding me. I'm 54 fucking years old. You ain't going to get away with scolding me. And then they have the nerve to ask me to fucking apologize to you? You are not going to talk to me like that. You ain't my mommy. So why the fuck you up here trying to scold me for? And listening to you people sit there and lie. I'm going to tell you what. I never told Miss B and Samara that I gave my word that I wouldn't upload that video of Groper. I never said that. I never said that. So people, this Carla fucking shit on me, period. And everybody knows it. The only ones that agree with you are people that wouldn't normally be in your fucking chat. Where's TNT been? In your chat taunting me? Is that what she's doing? So I'm going to tell you what, Carla. I'm going to tell you what. You want to scold me and you want to chastise me and try and scold me in front of this community? Hold that thought. Because you seem to forget the Facebook messages that you sent to me. You seem to forget the Discord messages that you sent to me while you're out here trying to pretend like you're some moral authority and you're going to scold me. I ain't his mom. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you ain't my friend. I was going to just let all this go. Like I said, I slid back in your chat. I was going to act like nothing happened. I was going to do the right thing. Took the videos down. Said, okay, just take it down. I don't need to go at her. She was my friend. Then you fucking made that comment. I ain't his mommy. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, Carla. I don't know. You know how I roll. You know I work with receipts. With receipts. I do got the receipts. While you're telling me, please come talk to me, please come talk to me, please come talk to me behind the scenes where they can't see it. Then I go to talk to you and you don't answer me. You tell them I don't want to talk to him right now. Okay? Now I was going to do the right thing and just sit back and let it go. That was my intention of coming in your chat today. And I was watching your chat and I didn't say nothing until you mentioned my name. Then when you mentioned my name, corrected it. Here's the thing, Remy. The only person that brought it to her attention that I was arguing with Vinny and what was said was Miss B. And at any rate, well, I'll give you a fucking example. Let's just bust one out right now. She had one went up on the fucking panel the other day apologizing to her for that picture. But, and I want you to deny this, Carla, but Carla sent me that fucking picture with Wendy's address and shit on it. And I got it. Carla sent me that. Carla also tried to dox Kimmy P. I got all and talking shit about TNT in the chat. It's to me, and I'm just like, you know what? I just don't even want to argue with her. You are not going to chastise me like I know who the fuck you think you are. And this whole thing with Susan, Mrs. D, I didn't know that this shit was going on. I didn't know. Here's another thing, and I had to talk with Miss B after that live. And here's another thing. One of the things that's a moral thing in this community that people, and I've heard them say it, we're not talking about people's kids. We're not talking about people's kids. But Miss B was talking about her kids. And I even said, I thought we weren't talking about people's kids anymore. So if you're going to call me out because I got mad at Vinny and said something that was probably inappropriate, and you guys are continuously going, we're not going to talk about kids. We're not going to talk about kids. But you're talking about Mrs. D's kids, and she's not even here to defend herself. You're talking about Mrs. D's kids. Yeah, she sent Kimmy some stuff, and she sent Kimmy's address to somebody else on this platform. That person can speak up if they want to. They told me about it yesterday. So I got my, you wouldn't have no problem with me going at TNT and cussing at her because you tried to get me to do it, and all those people know it. You wouldn't have no problem. You wouldn't have no problem of me going at TNT and saying whatever, and when I wouldn't, you didn't like it, and these people know it. So here's what I suggest. Here's what I suggest, Carla. Somebody had the nerve to tell me I needed to apologize. Samara told me I had the nerve that I needed to apologize. And the whole time I'm hearing, we're sorry. We're sorry. This is Kimmy P. We're sorry. This was handled wrong. At first, what Samara and Miss B were telling me, since we're telling truth here, is that, yes, we know Carla handled this all wrong. We know she handled it all wrong, Brian. She just up and decided to call me out and give me a drag, a little bit of a drag, and expected me to just say, okay, I'm just going to sit there. What I haven't done is got all shitty with her. But she's not my mommy. Yeah, you ain't my mommy, all right. Now, I had planned on letting it go. That's why I took those videos down. I was just say, okay, I'll just let it go. Carl's a little manic right now. Probably ain't taking her fucking medicine. All right. I felt bad, and I was just going to let it go. I only felt bad because we were arguing. I didn't start nothing with you. I'm over here on my channel saying what I want to say on my channel. It has no effect on you or your channel. Please, Rel, please. Please, they called me out because Vinny G's over there saying, oh, they're raping your son in prison. And I said, yeah, you probably finger fuck your own daughter. So they're calling me out because I said that. All right. To somebody else. They want to publicly call me out. Well, you shouldn't say things like that, Brian. And that's disgusting, Brian. What's wrong with you, Brian? There's something they could have done behind the scenes. And you know what I would have said? I would have said, yeah, I know it was a little rough, but it was meant to be rough, and it was meant for Vinny, and it wasn't meant for you. So, you know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of people that you should be calling out. There's all kinds of them. And you're literally telling me that because since I returned favored that to Vinny, where you talk about my kids, so I made a hit on his. But you'll have somebody in your fucking chat that drove by my fucking house and took pictures. Now, that's not right. You know when people come back on you because you had TNT in your chat who drives by people's houses and takes pictures, right? Who calls up Ben Ashworth's parents pretending to be me. You had her in your chat. What if somebody hits you for that? Do you support doxers? Boy, some of the shit you said about TNT and then have her in your chat, I'm like, what a fucking chump Carla is. Now, see, when you, be the bigger man. Exactly. That's what I tried to do today. I said, you know what? I'm just going to let this slide. I'm just going to take these videos down and I'm going to go on over there and act like nothing ever happened. And then they bring it up again. They did it. And I said, are we going to do this here? I said, because I was done with it. And then it kept on and kept on and kept on. I'm not his mommy. Well, if you ain't my fucking mommy, then it's not up to you to try and chastise me and correct me. You know what you should have said? You know what you should have said to me, Carla? Brian, I don't like the shit you're saying, so I don't want you around me. That's what I would have said. But that's not the case. That's not the case. You slipped up and said why you really don't want me there. Well, you hardly ever come to my Discord anymore. You hardly ever even in my chats. I hardly even see you. And then Miss B slipped up and said, well, he's been on all these panels causing trouble. The only panels I've been on recently, or for a while, is Molly's and Laura's. But you guys don't like Molly and you don't like Laura. That's your fucking problem, not mine. And when I'm in your guys' chat and you're bashing on Molly, I don't stick up for her. If that's what you want to do, you can bash her. So I'm not going to play these games with you any longer, Carla. Because I was going to let it go. And then you're going to snap at me as if I'm some kind of child. You're going to snap at me? You've done that way too much. Way too much. And I'm going to tell you, I was told Carla's just being an asshole right now. I said, so my response to that was, Oh, Carla could be an asshole, but I can't. I get dragged up. You try to drag me. Samara literally, and I'm not going against anything. I'm not trying to drag her. They were talking about Richard when he put up that Gabby Petito and called her Abby Potato. She literally said on Carla's panel that Richard was just joking and that I need to take that down instead of reaching Richard because it's his picture and it's his post and saying he needs to take it down. Andrew, it's really hard to read what you're saying when you got Vinny's dick in your mouth and you're trying to type. How about you go on over there and put your nose back up Jen's ass, you fucking faggot. The fuck out of me. And now I called you a faggot. You act like one. Bitch ass motherfucker. Go learn to spell somewhere. Dumbass. Let me tell you something, Hondo. That's all you do is sit on fucking lives all day long crying about somebody else, you fucking faggot. The fuck out of here. Go support that scammer you support. Hey, it's okay to call people faggots. Ask Rex. No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Hondo said on Jenny's panel the other day, he said, Bryan called me a faggot. And I never said that to him. He said something about me having a limp dick. And I said, well, the only time I get a limp dick is when you try to blow me. I never called him a faggot. Now you got what you asked for. Now, Carla, I think what you did is I gave it a pass, and I was going to let it slide. Come on, you called me a faggot plenty of times, Rail. Cut that shit out. But listen to this. I think you picked the wrong one to fuck with. And I'm not going to come at you by calling you names and calling you, saying I'm going to throw a brick at you and putting up little pictures of little old ladies. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show your Facebook messages. And it's going to be very surprising to Samara and Misbehaving and some of these people you've been apologizing to. Because I want to prove that you ain't my mother. You ain't my mommy. That was the old you. Get the fuck out of here, Rel. Hey, Rel, let me start cussing you out right now and calling you and dragging your ass. And let's see the old you, where they're at. Let's see the old you. Come on, Rel. I've been there, brother. I know that game. Carl, you're going to wish that you didn't snap at me today. And you're going to wish that you didn't say, I ain't his mommy. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. I don't give a fuck what your problem is. But I hear that you're stressed out about other shit and everything else. I ain't the one to take your bullshit out on. I'm not the one. I tried to do the right thing and be nice, take those videos down and let it all go. But you started it. You started it in the fucking first place. You started it in the first place, Carla. And you know what this community is waiting for? You know why they keep sliding over to your chat to people that ain't normally over there? They're waiting for me to bust out on your ass. They're waiting for you to continuously pick at me. Snapped at me twice. They're waiting for you to continuously pick at me. And I'm going to own you with the fucking truth. Because if you want to sit here and talk about what I do, I can show what you do behind the scenes. You can't show anything I've done behind the scenes. Nothing. Because I don't do it. I don't do it. If you think you got away with scolding me today, you think you got away with that? I'm just here to let you know. This is how I roll. I'll sit back. You won't hear nothing about it until you done forgot about it. I'll let it go. I won't say nothing to you. I won't say nothing to your chat. You won't catch me over there. And then a few weeks later, bam, in your face. Yes, I'm leaving it up. I took those other videos down, Truth. Remember what I told you when you called me? I won't say too much about that whole conversation, but what I said was, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just not going to say nothing else about it. I'm done. I'm just not going to say nothing. And then they went and did another live, sitting up there fucking lying and shit. They went and did another live. So, of course, they say he keeps going and going and going. They went and did another live, so I responded to it. Carla's mask is about to fall off and get shoved straight up her ass. Because what I learned is Carla is not my friend. You don't snap at people like that. That's your friend. I felt bad. They came at me. I responded, and I felt bad because I responded to them coming at me. Because that's my friend. Now, Carla, this is what I would like for you to do over the next few days. Because you can't delete any of these. I've already got them recorded. I want you to go take a look at our Facebook messages together and just scroll up and look what you left for me. And then take a look at our Discord messages and scroll up. Because right now this community thinks, you know what, Carla's all right because she took a stand against Big Bad Brian. She took a stand against him. And you apologize to Wendy. I think you forget. I think you forget where you sent that picture to. I really shouldn't have been sending that picture around. You fucking sent it to me, too. And I didn't even respond to you when you sent it to me. Because I don't want her address. I don't want Wendy's address. I don't want to know who her ex-husband is. I didn't ask you to send me that shit. Oh, Wendy, I'm so sorry. Get the fuck out of here. I'm going to show you're fake. Look, here, that's right. Me and Vinny are fighting it out. Vinny sends his boyfriend over here, Andrew Hondo, right? Me and Vinny are fighting it out. Vinny has said much more disgusting things to me than I say one thing back to him. Brian, I just don't support that. I don't support that. Where's your video about Richard Groyper? Oh, well, he wasn't my friend. Well, he had a fucking wrench. He wasn't my friend. Well, now you know about his racist ways. Let's catch you in his chat over there. Again, you too, Samara. Let's catch you in his chat Sunday morning because I'm going to clip it. And then I'm going to put Richard's video back up. And I'm going to say these people support a known racist. Anybody who puts up a post of a Black Lives Matter person being shot and laughs his ass off, anybody, and cracking on the disabled, that is racism. So if you slide over there after you know about it, because I don't go to his chats, after you know about it, and you slide over there to course with him, wouldn't want anybody to think you supported a racist, would we, Samara? You ain't going to be able to talk no sense to me right now, Rel. You're not going to be able to do it, but I'll give you a link. I'll give you a link. Right now, I ain't in no be talk sense to type of way. Come on, Rel. Everybody wants to hear your voice anyway. Yeah, my chat, cunt. Your bitch ass out of my chat, cunt. Go suck Vinny's dick, whore. Oh, Vinny, just let me. Vinny, just come on, Vinny. Just let me lick it one time, Vinny. Come on. Fuck out of here, Jenny. Got me blocked in your chat, bitch. Don't come over here to mine. Maybe I put a link in for you, Rel. Maybe you need to go and surgically. You know how they spray dogs down in the yard when they're breeding? Maybe you need to go that for Vinny. You go do that to Vinny and Hondo. Yeah, that's a responsible reaction. It is. I don't want that bitch over here. Fuck her. Rel, I put the link in the chat, brother. My kids are in the other room on the other side, bitch. They can't even hear me. Fuck you. Talk about my kids, ho. Jada. Yeah? What'd I just say? What'd I just say? What did I just say? I don't know. Yes, I'm blocking Jenny Jane Jones. I already booted her. Okay. Now, did you hear me ask my daughter what I just say? She said, I don't know. She's way off in the other room. They're playing a game. It's a TV here, dumbass. Oh, Rel's backstage. There you go.
What's up, Brian?
You gonna try and school me right now, Rel?
Can we all just get along, Brian?
No, we can't, Rel. We just can't.
Brian, why you let them put you on 20 tonight? Why?
What do you mean? What's 20? What do you mean 20?
That means you all the way pissed off.
Well, I wasn't. I was at first, right? Because Carla just out of the blue throws this video up because I'm arguing with somebody else.
Right.
He says something nasty to me, so I said something nasty back. That's what men do. Man fight. Right. So instead of coming to me in Discord, and saying, hey, maybe you shouldn't have said that.
Right.
That's going to make it come back on me. She decides to go live and chastise me about something that had nothing to do with her. And she said, well, people's going to come to me, and they hadn't come to her yet. The only one that came to her was her other mod. Say, hey, did you see this video Brian put up? So she said, I don't want to be held accountable for what you're doing. You know what I do? When somebody says, hey, man, Molly Golightly's over here doing this shit, or what's up with that? I'd be like, go fucking ask Molly. I ain't doing it. I'm responsible for my behavior, not hers. So
let me say this. I thought you and Carla was the best of friends.
So did I. Till the other day. So did I. Absolutely.
Is it possible that you may have took it the wrong way? That she was, doing something that you thought that wasn't.
Did you see any of it, Rel?
You know what, Brian? No, I haven't.
Right, and the thing of it is, there's absolutely no way I could have took it wrong.
Okay, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. That's all. Give him the benefit of the doubt. That's all. Yeah. Trying to get the benefit of the doubt.
Right. So, well, check it out. All right. Look, I know that you and John are boys, right? You and John are cool, right? That's your boy,
right?
So, if John was on another talking about something else, and he said something maybe you didn't agree with, that's your boy, right?
Right.
So you're probably going to slide on over to John, maybe in a private conversation, and say, "Hey, man, maybe that wasn't so cool." You're not going to fire up her live and say, "I know you're my friend and all, John, but you shouldn't have." And that was. You're not going to do that, right?
No, we would talk behind the scenes.
Absolutely. Well, she chose to do this publicly.
Okay.
Out of the blue for no reason. Didn't talk to me about it at first at all.
Did you ask her reasoning for why she did it?
Well, she said she didn't like what I said to Vinny and that it was disgusting. And she didn't want people to come at her because of the things that I was saying to Vinny, which nobody came to her.
Well, what did you say to Vinny? Curiosity is aroused.
Well, you know what? Vinny doesn't like Molly.
Right.
And me and Vinny used to be friends, so he would rag on Molly a little bit. And I would still go over there just because he's ragging on Molly and she's my friend. That don't mean I go over there. I used to go over there all the time. Then he started to pick at me just because I'm friends with her. I'm like, Vinny, that shit with you and Molly ain't got nothing to do with me. But anyway, it just escalated. And, he gave me the whole, your son's going to get pinned down in prison and get raped.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I made a comment back to him about maybe one of his kids. That's what people do.
See, Brian, you're supposed to have been the bigger man.
Oh, you know what? According to everybody around here, I'm a really huge fucking man. I'm tired of being the bigger man. How much bigger can I get?
Well, Brian, here's the thing, okay? Well, the man, obviously, he said something to get you riled up, and it worked. You played right into his game.
Well, no. Me and Vinny can argue like that, and then a couple days later, we'll be all right. Seriously. That's the honest truth.
Okay.
Right? But the bottom line is that argument had nothing to do with Carla.
Right.
It was on my panel. The only person that came to her and said, "Oh my God, what's Brian doing?" is another one of her mods. She said, "I don't want people coming at me and thinking, that because you have a wrench in my chat and you're my friend that I support your behavior."
Well, you and her should have had a little conversation behind the scenes to see if you could have fixed that little situation.
Right. Right, Real. And the problem is she didn't do that. She decided to jump up and call me out in a rude way. Then she decided to take my wrench. And then she said, "Well, you could come to my chat, but just don't say anything."
Well, when you take it, she was being nice. I mean, you know, some people do go to people chats and just don't say anything. You know.
Well, yeah, but that would be like John saying, "Hey, Rel, you can come to my chat, but I really don't want you to say anything because I want to let people know you're there." That wouldn't be very friendly, right?
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it wouldn't be. You know, like I don't know. I've been away. I've been out the loop. You know, because my business has grown. So I've been dealing with that.
Of
And
course.
I forgot you did congratulate me on the growth of the business, and I thank you for that.
Yeah, I think we talked about maybe 2.5, 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you have been busy.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
I like to see anybody come up. I mean, I'm not a hater when it comes to somebody having put some green in their part.
Not at all. And it was amazing. I was telling somebody like, damn, I was like, we talked, he was like, well, yeah, you got $153,000 worth of vehicles. I was like, well,
Yeah.
damn, how the hell did he know that? I was like, oh, okay, yeah, Brian went and did his research when I put.
Well, no, I don't do. I just know what one of them Dodge sports vans costs, and I've seen the other one. I know what vehicles cost. I know that stuff is going to pay. Right now you might be paying for it, but soon it's going to pay. It's pay for itself plus some.
Oh no, those are not Dodges. Those are Chrysler Pacificas.
Well,
20.
no, the first one that you got,
Oh
that
yeah, that's a Ford. That's a Ford.
as a Ford, I thought it was one of them. Well, I know that those run around. Probably you
50,
probably
50
40 or
G's, 50,
40 or
50.
50.
That
Yours
was
is yeah,
yeah,
and then those Pacificas. How many did you get? I seen one.
2.
Yeah, those Pacific. Yeah, see, I was right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because each one of them is 50,000 a piece.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
That's right. So, but no, but fair enough. I've still been doing
I see you, sunflower.
I still be doing interviews as well. And I'm on, like, right now I got this guy I'm trying to work with. I do the interviews. He edit them, and so he can edit them and get them out for me.
Yeah,
We still trying to gel.
you keep saying that. Everybody's waiting, and people, you know what? Me and you were rivals and all that shit. But I still get once in a while somebody asks me, "What's up with Real? Where's he been?" All right, fuck, I ain't talked to him. People asking me where you're at.
Yeah, I'm around. I'm never gonna be gone. If I disappear for a minute, it's because of business calls, and you gotta take care of business. I don't eat off YouTube. I don't everything I do out of my pocket. I don't set up all these accounts and beg for money and lie and
Right.
say I need bills paid and all that. I
Mm,
don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So
yep.
I set that down in a minute, and go to where what I eat off of, and my business what I eat off of.
Hmm. Yeah, I follow that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, so you come and you go. You make an appearance and then you disappear. That's ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, how many times people tell you, I don't even know why you talk to him. Why not? I mean, I mean,
Well,
of
see,
course, I don't like the shit that was done.
let me say this:
Why not talk to him? He's not
the,
bothering me.
the people that ask that question, they are. Let me just say it. I'll be the old me for this one.
No,
No,
that
no,
old.
no, 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 no. Let me just say it.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. The people that ask that question because they're bitches. They will ask you that, but they wouldn't come and confront me and ask me, what they asked you. And that's just that. What I'm saying? People like that have no life.
Yeah.
This is just what they do. They want to see drama. They want to see people fall out or constantly going at it.
Yeah.
So when why people can't grow, you know what I'm saying? And
Well,
so they
see,
so they different side.
I really have a good quality about me. Now, right now, I'm mad at Carla, and
Hmm.
I might put some shit out about Carla, but once I'm done with it, I don't hold grudges. Of course, I don't trust you, and you don't trust me, but
Exactly.
I don't hold grudges. And sometimes, when we're doing something like what I did at first by talking to you, is
Hmm.
keep your enemies close. I told you this. I said you got to keep your enemies close sometimes, real. That's why I'm here.
Hmm.
You do that,
Right.
right? But in the process of that, we would stop talking about what we were fighting about and talk about other shit that made sense. That was important.
Exactly.
Business, crimes, stuff like family, some stuff like that.
Right.
All right. But behind the scenes, there's been a couple times I've told you I don't trust Real. I just don't. I think he's up to something and blah blah blah. All
But
right.
now, here's the thing. What would I have to be up to? Now, if I was gonna get you, too much time has passed. I would have got you, right? Or would have,
Yeah.
do what I had to do.
Patience is a really, really good thing. Patience is real, real good. I did make it past 12:21. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I was all day long, man. All day long, I was up under the bed, like, where is this motherfucker at?
Quit bullshit.
I know he's around here, so I got up on top of the trailer with my binoculars. I was looking for Cadillac and shit.
Now you being a
I said, I know he's
sarcastic
coming
prick.
today.
Now you being sarcastic.
No, but check this out. I go after I get this big ass argument with Carla and them, which it hurts me. I'm definitely hurt by it because I Samara and Miss B and Carla, those are like my favorite people on here, and then all of a sudden I'm getting dragged by them, right? So I'm arguing with him in the morning, and I have his doctor's appointment. I'm going to get my high blood pressure medicine checked. He comes back with blood work and tells me I got diabetes. Then he tells me that my blood pressure is skyrocketing. My cholesterol is high. He looks right at me and tells me, if you don't get yourself together, you are going to have a heart attack. With my wife sitting right there. I got it recorded.
Let me see. Let me just say this, Brian. You got to get yourself together, man. You're letting yourself go, and you're worried about the wrong things. You're worried about what these people are saying about you. You're worried about, just people you think is your friend or whatever, and who's,
God.
you got to quit that.
I know you can't trust. No, I'll tell you what. I got like maybe 2 real ride or dies in here, maybe 2. One of them is Rep Ash, and another one is Nini. Even though Rep Ash can slide off and get mad at me, she always comes back. Hey, Brian, are you okay? I'm just checking on you. Every other day, even when we're fighting.
Right now, hold on a second. Let me say. Well, see, Snooks. I don't really know what you're saying, but Carla, I pardoned everybody that I had a problem with because I didn't want to. I'm doing something new, something different. So I gave pardons to everybody. You know what I'm saying, that I had a problem with, or who I felt that that there was a problem there. I gave Carla a pardon. I'm cordial with everyone now. I'm not the guy that just
I know that
snap and go at them anymore. That's not me. I don't do that no more. But
what
everybody was pardoned.
What made you decide to calm down, Ralph?
Honestly, what made me decide to calm down? I was looking like, okay, a lot of YouTubers who talk shit, windows got busted out, car windows got busted out, just a lot of shit happened to a lot of YouTubers behind the scene that was talking shit and thought they couldn't be found, and I was like, okay, I done proved my point already. What more is there for me to prove? I proved that I will reach out and touch you if need be. You know what I'm saying? Or could possibly get you touched if need be.
Right.
But but why keep going with it? You know what I'm saying? Why? It ain't nothing.
I follow that. I follow that. And here's the hypocrisy in this community.
All right.
Everybody sat and watched the whole fight with me and you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad it's over. It was definitely stressful.
Mm-hmm.
But within that fight, and I got you here. Within that fight,
Mm-hmm.
I doxed you. You doxed me.
Mm-hmm.
You came after my job. You came after my apartments. You came after all, and none of these motherfuckers called you out. None of them. But I say something that they don't like. Say something. I just said something. See, that's the hypocrisy around here. The difference is They're scared of you because they know
No,
that you can possibly be dangerous.
no. Well, see, here's the thing. That's the thing. I don't want anyone to fear me. I would rather have be loved and feared any day. So I wasn't going for that situation of trying to get anyone to fear me. I'd rather have the love any day. Um, the thing with it was I live this. This is who I really am. I come from the street game. I come from the street life. And a lot of these YouTubers don't come from the street life. So this is their thing. They just gonna talk crap. And
Yeah.
they talking crap for audience and thinking, okay, well, I can talk crap to this guy, but I'm not that guy that's gonna talk crap with you. I'm gonna you know, give you a courtesy call. That's what we call it. I'm gonna give you a courtesy call
I
to
love
let,
them courtesy calls, bro.
to let you know. No, I never gave you a courtesy call. That's what I call it, a courtesy call. You know what I'm saying? So
If you gave me a courtesy call and it was just me and you, it would start out bad and end up good,
right.
guaranteed.
But no, see, the courtesy calls I send is reckless courtesy calls.
I know what you mean by a courtesy
Right.
call.
So um it's just I'm so I just don't want that. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So I'm like, okay, that's why the people accepted it more from me than they accepted it from you. Because okay, it was okay, well no, he's really about that. And I
Mhm,
came in the door letting you know that I was really about that.
mhm.
And then you helped to solidify me and my status when you doxed me and put my entire criminal history background up. And then you went and did an hour long and talked about how dangerous I was of all the assault cases, the gun cases.
Rel,
Right.
if you remember right, you put up my criminal record first.
Right. But then you put mine up.
Yeah, that's how you do. That's how
Right.
you do.
Right. So, but no, but like me and you, we came a long way. And I look at it, if me and you can come a long way and be civil, other people can come a long way and be civil. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thing with it. You might like certain people I don't like. I might like certain people you don't like. But that's
Oh, I tell you, when you put up that video of Sarah, I was like, okay, if that's the way Rel wants to be, I just ain't gonna talk to him. It took
well,
about a couple months, and then I talked to you again.
yeah, but that's my feelings. That's how I feel about Sarah. You know what
And
I'm
you
saying?
got that right. I just don't care
Right.
for her.
Right.
Yeah.
Sarah to me, I honestly believe that with what she's been through and what she's going through, I believe that Sarah can actually be a more of an asset than a liability and help other young lady men and women that are in the situation
She probably
that,
can.
that she was in or that she's in.
She probably can if she would consistently stay positive.
Right.
She does really good. Uh, she does really good when her and her husband are up there explaining recovery. But then she'll get in some kind of drama with somebody. And it kind of takes away from all that good she just said. I
Mm-hmm.
think that Sarah and Brandon probably really could have a recovery channel. But if you have a recovery channel like that, there can't be any negativity because people are coming to you for positivity and they're wanting to beat this addiction. And if they see anything negative on your channel, it's going to discourage them. I really honestly do think that Sarah probably could if she would just stay positive. Stay positive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate her or nothing. I just don't care for some of the things she's done.
Well, like a lot of people like you always bring up the situation when I will play the song when I said that Carla, somebody should hit you in the back of the head with a brick. And then I will play the song over and
Yeah.
over again on loop by this guy named Esham. He said, little old lady walking down the block, hit in the back
Well,
of the head with a
I
round.
didn't. That shit wasn't cool, real. But but
But
but
you was
here's the thing.
but you was laughing. Hold on. You
I
was
wasn't
laughing.
laughing at that.
And a
No,
lot of people was laughing at it. Come on now. But
no,
but
I wasn't
but
laughing.
hold on.
I
The,
mean,
the,
I get it. If it wasn't Carl, it would have been funny.
but now the thing, because you and Carla was cool at that time,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But
Where was
me,
Samara calling? How come Samara didn't call you out when you did that? She's been calling me out left and right. She call you out for that.
you gotta look at it. They probably saw Carla did some stuff. Carla was tapping at me first, right? I wasn't speaking on Carla. I wasn't tapping on Carla. And a lot of these creators and YouTubers, they got common sense to know, okay, well, she fuck messing with that dude. That dude ain't messing with her. So honestly, Carla started out messing with me, and then that's why I can't anybody.
Hey, Rel, I think you were just mad because she said your fucking name. I think
Uh,
that I think that's
yeah,
all she did was say your name.
yeah, pretty much. You that means like okay, like she basically when she said my name, she was calling me out. So
I don't.
yeah, I had a problem with that. So then I was like, okay, you want to play that game and you get involved in something got nothing to do with you. So I tapped at her. Okay, but me and Carla, that's water under the bridge. Me and Carla, we said our piece, whatever,
Sure,
and
sure, and there'll be a time when.
our part in
Yeah.
Carla, and we've moved on. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
I tried to yesterday. I did something that I put this video up, and she knew it was. They knew who everybody knew who it was for. It was just kind of like okay, I'm gonna leave it be. I didn't specifically say Carla's name, and I took some of the videos down. And I thought I'd go back over to chat and be nice to them, and I was gonna be
Right.
nice to them. And then they brought it right back up again. The whole thing, and I'm like, are we gonna do this again or what, man? I thought we were done with this shit. It,
Yeah.
she goes, I'm not Brian's mommy. Really?
See, Brian, I think you be hurt because you call these people your friends, and when they betray you, you feel they betray you. You get a little bit emotional behind it.
Well, isn't that normal behavior?
I mean, but you can't look at a lot of these people as friends, Brian,
Mm-mm.
because they don't look at you as a friend. A lot of them, like some people will call you their friend, and they just trying to see
Mm-hmm.
what they can get out of you and use you
Right.
for what they can get out of you. You gotta
Yeah.
just learn between the two.
Just like a dog kissing your hand while pissing on your leg.
Exactly. But let me say this, Snooks. The thing about the little old ladies, no, I wasn't trying to hit Carl in the back of the head with a rock or nothing like that. That was or a brick. It was just I was just tapping at her. Hey, you need to stay in your lane because I'm in my lane. Stay in your lane.
Uh-huh.
And that was pretty much that. Like when the situation when all this was going on in the beginning, it was between me and Brian,
Yeah.
and I made that crystal clear. Ain't nobody else got nothing to do with this. This between me and Brian.
Right.
Then everybody started picking sides. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And because Brian did kind of drag them into it. So
I tell you, Rel, people do know, and it's very popular around here to drag Brian. Do you agree with that?
well, yeah, but you know what? There would
Carla
never.
knows that
Let,
too.
let me say this: there would never ever be uh me and your YouTube beef that would go down in YouTube history. I don't think that you would never ever have another person that you would beef with like that ever again in life because I was that guy, and everybody know that you had that reputation that you chased a lot of people off
I ain't
YouTube.
chased nobody off here.
Guys, a lot of these I heard a lot of these
Well, the
guys
one
were
guy, yeah, the
afraid.
one guy.
A
Yeah,
lot of these guys were afraid to even deal with you, Brian, and so are these women.
that's what they want to tell you. They'll tell you how scared they are of me, Rel. They're telling you how scared they are of me and
Hmm.
everything else, but they're
Right,
right under the chat antagonizing the fuck out of me. If you're
right.
scared of somebody, you don't provoke them, dude. You know that.
But Snoops, you know what? I don't really recommend. I tried to go back and get rid of all of the old, me going at everybody, because I didn't want real world podcasts to be known for that. So I did delete a lot of my old videos, took them down, got rid of them. You know what I'm saying? I still got the masters now. Don't get me wrong. I still got all my masters.
I do that too. I go back and clean my shit up too
Right.
after a while.
So, so I don't recommend nobody go watch if there's one or two that might have slid through, I don't recommend nobody go watch those. I really don't. The reason why is because that was then, this is not. Like I say, I went through and tried to really get rid of everything. And Brian did hit me a couple times. Hey, you left this video up. You didn't take this one down.
Well, that's because you
Yeah,
told me you were going to take them all
right,
down
but
when you
but
left them.
but it was so many of them. So then when I went in and I went and took them down, I went and got rid of them.
Yeah,
So I don't want nobody to to remember those because I got some straight up beast.
yeah.
Some just I went at everybody.
I say mine too. Let me respond to this.
Uh-huh.
This butthurt person is saying to my friend Rep Ash.
Mm-hmm.
He also has about 35 John Crimes accounts. As you can see, he even pinned it to the screen. Let me tell you something. I don't have to troll John Crimes. I don't troll anybody for one. I come in my own name. I have absolutely no troll accounts. Now, if I comment to John under something, he responds to me in my own name. Now, I don't have to troll John
Uh-huh.
because John's not afraid of me and I ain't afraid of him. There's no reason for me to have to troll him. As a matter of fact, we were commenting back to each other the other day. He's not scared of me. Why I got to troll him? If I say something to somebody, I want them to know where it came from. Only pussies come at you in a fake name and say some stupid ass shit to you.
I agree. Only
That's a pussy.
Yeah, pussies do that because they're afraid to come at you head up because they're scared of what's gonna
I
happen.
have never used anything but my real name. Now everybody knows I got the Skittlepox channel. Everybody knows that's me. I make it clear that that's me. I use that one so I don't get struck.
Right. But now,
No.
let me say this now, Brian. When I dressed up in the Brian Saint
You just had to
Clown
throw that in there.
costume, everybody loved that video. They was like, please put that back up. I was like, nah, I took that down. I got rid of all that. But Brian, be honest. When you saw that I went live in that costume, what was your reaction to that? What
Oh, I said this motherfucker here. I'm thinking to myself, now if I did that shit and put on blackface and dressed up as Rel, everybody in here would fucking say that I was the leader of the KKK.
Right. Okay, so no, that see me, I was having fun with it, you know. So they would and they knew that, you know, it wasn't being racist, it wasn't being it wasn't I wasn't being any of that, you know. I
Oh
just
no,
want
you weren't being racist. You were just trying to look like me. But as a white
no
guy,
no
I can't dress up like you. Look at that motherfucker over there. That racist motherfucker. Everything's fucking racist anymore. Oh, Brian's got a black background on his thing. That's racist, right? I mean, come on, man. There really isn't any real racist on this part of YouTube except for Richard Royper. He's the only real racist.
Well, I did that right there. Made even people who dislike me and they came and saw that they all got a good laugh out of it. But you had your diehard people like Carla them, they were against it. You know. But they were at that time people was picking sides. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hey, Rel, hang on. Let me respond to this idiot troll, and then I'm gonna boot him.
Go ahead.
It says there's proof that you trolled yourself. Yeah, everybody knows that. I made a channel that looked like somebody that hated Brian, and it was really good. And all my haters started coming over there, and one of them said, "I don't know who this is, but I love them."
Mm-hmm.
And I made 5 or 6 videos. It made it look like somebody that was coming after me. In the very last video, I popped up with my face and I said, "Y'all are a bunch of bitches, every one of you." I said, because you'll latch on to anybody who says they don't like Rel, and here you come. Every fucking all the same ones that went to Rel's chat when he was going off on me, they slid right over there and they just love me. I trolled them in a troll account.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Now I'm gonna get rid of butthurt. Sorry, Rel.
that's cool. Snooks asked what type of business do I have now? Well, Snook, I've always had these businesses before I got to YouTube, rental properties and transportation. I'm into those things. I try to do things that you're gonna always bring you money. I don't want to do anything that this. You know, you got to think about when you invest what you're gonna invest in, how to invest into it. So that was the route I took, and you know, everybody always. And when I say transportation, in the medical field of transportation, meaning I have contracts, you know, do wheelchair runs, stuff of that nature. You know, just a lot of stuff of that nature. I really won't discuss my contracts, but I have contracts.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good business to be in because you're always going to have sickness. As long as you keep upgraded on your vehicles and your drivers and all your state certifications, you're always going to make good money.
Exactly. I am. Like I say, my I do my state certifications every year.
Mm-hmm.
Vehicles is inspected every year,
I know you.
and I have to upgrade the vehicles every 5 to 6 years. I got to upgrade them.
Mm-hmm.
Like in another just say 5 6 years, these will be coming off, and new ones will be going on.
Yeah, yeah. And I tell you, you know, as far as my occupation goes, I've never had a job this good, that where they treated you this good. It's a. I mean, I can't, obviously I can't say, but I really enjoy the uh, the opportunity that I've got with this company, and hopefully I can do something. But you know, it's always, if I could work for myself and not work for anybody else, I would. So that's where you're really lucky or fortunate, Rel, is that you're able to work for yourself and not have to work to make someone else rich. You're working to make yourself wealthy.
Right. And
Yeah.
most definitely. And just off of one contract in 1 week, it was $4,600. Just one contract,
Yeah.
1 week. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta look at stuff you doing, and how you do it. Like now, my thing that I said I was going to do once I get everything back up and running for this year, I said that I was gonna start contributing back to my audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once a month, I said once a month, I was going to take and give. I'm gonna start off like maybe two. I'm gonna give two people $100 a piece. You know what I'm saying? I'm a random two people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the random two people will be subscribers. And
Right.
and the thing of it all is, I'm not going to allow you to participate if you don't come on and verify that I really gave you this money. I want people to be able to say, okay, because you got some individuals
Don't
again,
believe a damn thing. Yeah.
yeah, will lie and say, oh, I gave so and so this, I gave so and so that. No, I don't want to be that person. I want my people to come in and say, well, yeah, I got this from him. I really did. He gave me $100. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to do. And because times is hard, and any little bit will help somebody. So I'm in a predicament that I can do a position I can do that.
It always comes back to you anyway, Rel, one way or another.
Exactly.
When you help someone else out, it comes back to you. You really do reap what you sow. So if
Mhm.
I'm out here acting like an asshole on YouTube, I'm gonna get people acting like an asshole towards me.
Right
But
now.
when I do good, and I've had raised fundraisers at times, you know.
Mhm.
But I'm just like anybody else. If you make a video about me and expect me not to respond to it, well, I would respond to you. I wouldn't,
Right.
you know. I don't. I really don't care if you come over here and whoop my ass or whatever. I'm just
Eh,
not gonna be silent. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Now,
not gonna be silent. I don't give a fuck who it is. So arguing with you just made me stronger. You know what I'm saying? And
uh,
in the process, I've told people we have some really good conversations outside this bullshit.
yeah,
We can kick it on the phone for an hour or so, and but at the same time, I've been honest with you. I'm like, well, I kind of keep you close because I don't know what you're up to and all that. But like I said, in that process, we do have some good conversations. I've
yeah,
told people that, but I'm like, I don't trust him. I said he's up to something. I said
that-
Rel's got that. He might not have a whole. He might not be completely book smart, but he's got that street smart, and I got a little bit of that too. So I don't trust. I mean, it's not like I'm thug life or anything like that. But
well,
I've been around and I know.
technically, I got them both, book and street smart and business smart. So a dummy can't do the type of stuff that I do. You know what I'm saying? It's impossible to do the contracts that I do. You can't be a person this has no type of education
I,
to deal with state contracts and other contracts.
well, I
So,
understand that. Yeah, you have to
right.
learn to. But look at the Kardashians and Paris Hilton. I mean, they're kind of
Well,
rich to nothing.
they got agents doing that for them. I do
Yeah,
it. I do everything alone. So and let me say this to Snooks. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but
yeah,
that's not true. With money comes with more money comes great stress. With big money comes great stress. That's not true. You gotta know how to handle every situation is thrown your way with money. Will people be coming at you or trying to get it? Yes. Will people come at you and always try to, borrow money from you? Yes, they will. You know what I'm saying? I am. It's certain people I will loan money to. I got a few people I will loan it to, and others I won't. And this some funny stuff right here. My daughter made me remember this, right? That she owed me $20 one time.
$20.
$20, and she didn't. She well, actually, she owed me more money than that, but she paid me everything but $20, right? And I wouldn't let her borrow no more money. She would ask for money. I wouldn't loan it to her. And then I remember I made her. She's like, "Why I can't borrow them?" I was like, "Oh, you don't remember you owe me $20?" And she was like, "What?" And she went, "Oh, here's the $20," and gave me the $20 that she owed me. But yeah, I will loan you money, and if you don't pay me back, no, I will not loan you money. You can't loan everybody money. You just
No,
can't.
some people, if you have to ask for it back, that kind of pisses me off when somebody owes me money and you gotta go chase it down. I don't like that shit, so I avoid it.
You know what? A couple of my homies said that I loan money to, and I was like, well, let me get that money. You supposed to pay this money back this day. Oh man, shit, you got it. You ain't gonna miss that little money. I'm like, what,
Oh,
motherfucker? Are you serious?
it don't matter if you got it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But no, you got to be tight with who you loan money to. But
If they owed you 20 and they give you some excuse about, oh man, you'll get that later. Now you owe me 30.
mm-hmm.
Now you owe me 40.
No, I look at it when I loan them money. Some people I would just loan them the money to get them away. Because I know I'm not gonna get it back, and that means I balked you for that.
That was worth that. It was worth that. Yeah, I've had that happen too. Yeah.
You were bought for that. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? They're not gonna never come around anymore. Or then when they do come around, and you can say, "Oh, remember this right here?" Nah, I can't do that. I can't.
That's why, like when I was telling you, when I was doing in the weed game, making a little bit of money on the weed game,
Mm-hmm.
I would never front nobody, and people would get pissed off about that. Well, come on, man, I'm gonna do, man. I said I just don't front. I'm not gonna start it now. And no, I said if you go to McDonald's and go through that drive-thru and ask them to front you a Big Mac and a fries, and they give it to you, I'll give you as much weed as you fucking want. I said McDonald's has money because they don't loan it out. And that really avoids a whole lot of fucking arguments, man. It really does.
Right. Now, like when I was
fucking money.
When I was selling cocaine back in the day, it was certain people that I would front dope to, and certain people I wouldn't front dope to.
Mm.
You gotta know who you can front dope to, front stuff to, and who not to front it to. You know what I'm saying? Like some people that would come to you and they call a raid, and they good people.
Yeah.
And they come get at you when they got the money, but they just got out of jail because they got busted. Everything is gone. So then, bam, run them and get them back on, and help them get whole again. And then they come back and bring that to you.
Yeah.
But we're done with that. But anyway, like I said, moving on. I want to help people and give back. So yeah, I'm gonna start giving away a couple $100 a month on my show, just to show the people that, hey, you know what, what you're going through, it's all good. $100 might not mean something to a lot of people, but to some people that $100 mean a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then but
I got stuck a while back, just a few weeks ago. I wake up and the pipes are frozen in this trailer, and we had no water, and we couldn't. The toilet, I had to pour water in. I mean, it was just bad. So I called somebody to heat these pipes up, right? And the guy comes out here and he's got this torpedo heater, and he's putting it up under my trailer, and I'm like, hey, I don't know about this. And he said, oh yeah, it'll be all right. Well, he thawed the pipes out, but he busted one, and then he burned up some electricity that took half my electricity out of here. So I'm sitting there, and it's going to cost a lot of money right after Christmas.
Right.
So I put up a video, and I said, look, I don't ask this community for shit. I said, but I got this going on, and if y'all can help me out with it, I would appreciate it. I've never asked for nothing from the community before. So a lot of these people that you don't see, there one or two in my chat right now, but most of the people that gave to me, they weren't people that claimed they were my friends. Some of Carla and Miss B and Samara didn't even respond to it. But they're up there going, "We're my friend. You're my friend."
Right.
It was other people that gave me the money to Tracy gave me some money, and she doesn't have it yet. And well, I mean, she might, maybe she does, but these people gave it to me, and I appreciate that. So I'm going to give it back. But the people like Molly didn't see it, Laura didn't see it. I've been white knighting for them. Carla didn't see it. Samara didn't see it. People that were my friends didn't even respond to it.
Well, maybe they saw it and just ignored it. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, yeah,
Let me say this. I say two things real quick. Yes, Snooks, I did sell drugs. I sure did. In
sure.
in the past, that's how I was able to do a lot of things that I did. Um, and then let me also just say this as well. My thing, y'all touched down on fundraising earlier, right? And this is my thing why I'm so against fundraising for other people, because you don't never know if why do the creator themselves, you gotta cash app the money to them or PayPal it to them or Apple Pay it to them. Why can't the creator go to the person who's having the problem and say, hey, why don't you give me your information, your Cash App, PayPal, whatever? I'm going to hold a fundraiser for you, and I'm going to give your information so when the people donate the money can go directly to you. And
Yeah,
and that means if you didn't do what you had to do with the money, that would be on you, not on me. But it'd be the total opposite, that all the creators, they hold the fundraisers and then turn over whatever they want to give to the people. And that to me, that is so screwed up. And this one thing I'm gonna say about this community, right? Um, anybody, this whole community, when something go wrong, I'm gonna give it to this whole community. You guys pull together, and you guys do help someone that is in trouble. I don't care if there's a problem going on or
there.
beef going on or whatever. Everybody, that's one thing I always loved about this community, the true crime and the drama community. That drop their differences for that moment, pull together as one,
Yeah,
and help the person that needs to be helped.
I've seen it several times where something has happened
Right.
in this community and everybody came together. Yeah, I have seen it happen, and that's good. I like when
Yeah.
that happens.
I like, yeah, and I like that. And right, Pixie, you are my favorite. I thought, no, you're my second favorite Trump supporter. Republican Ash is my first favorite Trump supporter.
And Rel does not like Trump, man.
Okay.
I went through
uh,
your Facebook and I was seeing some of the posts. I was like, oh shit, you
yeah.
don't like Trump.
And so he's a piece of shit. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I don't knock nobody for liking that dude or supporting that dude. At the end of the day, that's their problem. It's not my problem.
Hey, but
Um,
that Biden right now, Biden's approval rate is like 34%.
I don't even support that fucking clown.
Good. All right. Well,
Uh,
that's where we're cool.
and I've stated that many times. I didn't even vote for him. So
Yeah, I know. I know. I
I,
saw
I,
some.
I set the vote out. I didn't even vote. Not for the presidents. I voted for the local elections only. But my thing with, as I was saying, you guys got to start holding these creators accountable. You guys, without the audience, the creator is nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the creator can make all the content they want. And it can be good. It can be garbage. It can be whatever. But if you don't subscribe to that channel and you don't watch that channel,
Mhm.
we're nothing. Okay.
Here's the thing though, bro. When
But
somebody's a
hold on,
train wreck,
hold
when
on, hold on,
somebody,
hold on, hold on. I'm gonna get to you. Let me
all
let me
right, go ahead, go ahead.
let me get it out.
All right, spit it.
So you guys got to start holding them accountable for when they say, "Well, I'm setting up a GoFundMe, or I'm setting up a what's his name because so and so need a vet bill or this and that paid." Right? You
Mhm.
guys tell them, no, give me that person's information and I would donate directly to them.
That's right.
And because I want to know that my money is going directly to that person. I don't want you to collect $5,000 and then you turn over only 2,000 and keep 3,000 for yourself,
Now,
and and then lie and say you only collected that. I want
And
all
see,
the money for that person.
even GoFundMe takes a portion, don't they,
Um,
to pay for the website?
Yeah, yes, they do, but still, that's them. But who are you? But the person, you gotta look at it. The creator done put everything in their name, so they're
Right.
gonna collect that money, and then when the
Mm-hmm.
money go to their account, then they're gonna give you what they want you to have out of it, and they're gonna keep a portion for themselves. And to me, that's wrong. That's wrong. If somebody
Now,
needs help, turn over all that money to that person.
now, here's the thing. Like you were saying, don't give these creators. You call these creators out. Don't give them a view. But here's what's natural with people.
Hmm.
If they see drama, a lot of people, not everybody, if they see drama, people are drawn to drama. That's why these shows like Jerry Springer and Maury Povich, when he was drama, and people, that's why they got big ratings. So some people you just can't help but to go look at where the shit is. That's why you see all these creators that got shitty content and they're going at people all the time. They got 12,000, subscribers, and you see all these people in showing up in their chat, but nobody's talking because they're hate watching.
Right.
So people can't help the hate watching. They can't
Right.
help it.
Me personally, I don't speak on no creator, you know what I'm saying, but I don't respect any creator who sits up and beg for a living. That's something I can't do.
For a living.
If I can get out and make money, you can get your ass out and make money. If you're able bodied,
Mm-hmm.
if you're able bodied to sit up on fucking camera all day or to go do this and do that, you can take your ass and get a job. I mean, there's no reason no man or woman creator should not have a job
Mm-hmm.
or whatever they're doing or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. The people should not take care of you. That should not be an option. That okay, when you cut your live on, I gotta give you some fucking money. Now you're becoming a fucking YouTube whore.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. You're becoming a YouTube whore. So basically, if you become a fucking what does whores do? Whores they fuck for money. So basically, they fucking their audience out of their money.
Yeah, they call it bash for cash around here.
Yeah, So, but like
It's just the way it is. And people have found that this platform can be a opportunity to have their own little business. In their own little business, they're their own, like you got a brand with merchants, but their business, their brand is that they're just going to drag people and it's bash for cash, and they don't care.
you know
It's
what?
what it is.
Everybody who've ever bought my merchandise, all of them said my merchandise was the best quality merchandise they've ever bought because it was not cheap. It was not. It didn't it didn't shrink when they washed my shit, and my shit was good quality merchandise. So
You told me if I wore one of your RWP jackets, you quit selling them. But those jackets did. I mean, really, they did. The jackets look good. If anybody, the jackets look good. He was like, you was telling me how good my jackets look, and then you said I said something about them being shitty. No, but they did look good.
no doubt, because I made sure like when I was in my other YouTube channel, I dealt with celebrities. So I got a lot of celebrity friends that I still talk to behind the scenes, and like Suge Knight's ex-wife, she plugged me with the people
Mm-hmm.
that Death Row bought their merchandise from. So, and I remember I had a Death Row hoodie back in the day, and that was a great quality hoodie and a great quality T-shirt. And she connected me with the people
Yeah.
who actually did their merchandise, and they sold me all my blank T-shirts, my blank hoodies, and my jackets.
Yeah.
And I took them up here to a guy, and he gave me a great price, and he did my merchandise. What
Yeah.
it is I look at what
I remember you was excited when you first started doing that, and you was like, "Bryan, you got to do this merch. You got to get it in merch." I was like, "Yeah, you were really trying to get me to do it."
yeah, and
You were making
I used to
money.
try to get everybody. I used to try to get TNT to do
Yeah,
it.
lots of people.
Yeah, so because I looked at it like this, I wanted my people okay for all my merchandise you bought, right? I took that and I put that back into my channel. You know, what I'm saying? Like with equipment,
Yeah.
interviews, oh
Yeah.
nine. I never asked nobody to donate me $1 for one interview. I always paid for them interviews and phone calls myself.
Yeah.
and gave you guys great content to the new people that's on here, like Snooks, who's never probably heard of me. I want you to go subscribe to my channel, Real World Podcast, and I want you to look at my interviews that I've done with inmates because I interview all inmates, and they're gonna,
Yeah, it's definitely different.
yeah. So you go check it out and you will see. Okay, wow. Okay, I don't even cuss in my interviews. Don't cuss at all. I try to stop cussing.
I remember you were struggling with that last time I talked to you.
The cussing, yeah,
Well, it will help your channel. All the bigger YouTubers, they don't use foul language at all.
right. But
Yeah.
yeah, and I cuss behind the scenes or cuss elsewhere, but no, it's real world. Yeah, yes, real world. REALW. No, world. WHIRL. The way,
Like a tornado.
yeah,
Whirl.
the way you see it right here, real world is WHIRL. Real World Podcast. And go on there and watch it. You will see I got interviews with inmates. Oh my God, one guy got the Adamatos. I'm surprised Brian didn't really do some type of clip on that. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I think I heard of it, but no, I don't know.
Yeah,
I,
yeah. The guy killed he killed 4 people and lived in the house with all 4 dead bodies for 6 days
Mhm.
before he got caught. Now,
Yeah.
can you imagine? Yeah, that shit. Real World Podcast. That's it
Yeah.
right there, Snooks. And he lived in the house with all 6 of these bodies. Adam Matos. Go to that interview. It will blow your socks off on how this guy calmly tells you how he killed his ex-girlfriend, her new boyfriend, the
Yeah.
father, and then the mother.
And see, when you do that, it's exclusive. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah. When you get something exclusive, people on YouTube, they like that. You'll get a lot of views when it's exclusive. You should. If you network, I think maybe you should network some of the videos that you got a little bit better so you get a better view on it. Yeah,
Most
I don't think you're networking that much. It doesn't look like it.
I'm not, I haven't been networking, but I'm going to start networking. Oh
Yeah.
yes, none of your biz. The smell was horrible, and he when he describes the smell, and he talks and tell you about how they smell, what it smelled like, and he
Oh,
tells you right now to this day, he still
yeah,
smell that smell.
you never forget it.
Mm-mm.
I did this video where we had to clean up after somebody who he just died and it looked like it looked like he just fell over and hit his head, but he laid in that apartment for a week. I did the video where we had to clean up, but that smell that he's talking about, it's like a sweet and sour.
Ain't shit sweet about that smell.
Well, no, there's a little bit of. I mean, it's got a little bit of sweet, like a sweetness to it, but
Brian.
there's a sour, and it sticks to you for days. Yeah,
Yes, you're sick as hell. But
it's
and then
weird.
I interviewed a couple young ladies out of Ohio. No, 3 of them to be exact. I interviewed a young lady by the name of Tiffany Powell. I interviewed her. That interview was there. I interviewed a young lady by the name of Erica Orta. Erica Orta is the young lady who strangled her mother.
She was from Ohio. She was
Yeah,
Ohio.
yeah, she strangled her mother. Her and the then boyfriend loaded the mother's body in the
Yeah,
trunk of the mother's car.
I listened to all of them. Yeah,
And
I think you had a couple of those.
yeah, drove it to her house, left the body in the trunk overnight in her apartment complex, and then discarded the car with the body in it. That was crazy. And then the young lady, I forgot her name. I forgot her name, but she's the young lady that was involved with her and her boyfriend. They killed the dude from Kentucky Fried Chicken. And they shot him and he became a paraplegic, and then he died a few years later from his gunshot wounds. The young lady, she's in prison for 30 years. She got 30 years, and they
I seen you teasing.
yeah, they
You
stalked
dropped. You
this guy.
dropped for a minute. You dropped for a minute. And it got real silent.
Okay, yeah, she stalked her and her boyfriend stalked this guy, followed him for a week, and plotted on how they was finna rob this dude, the manager of KFC. And they did, like I said, the interview it's deep. It's a deep interview. All the interviews I do is deep. With all the inmates I do.
You asked some good questions. I like when you caught that one guy saying he was the father of some killer or something. You called him out. The way you called him out was so cool. I mean, it was funny. You knew he was lying. You let him tell that lie, and then you blasted his ass.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one. I was like, "What the fuck is this? What is he telling?" Then I didn't even know what case it was about or nothing. But I was listening to you, and you let him tell the lie. You
Hmm.
coaxed the lie out of him that he was this chick's daughter or father or something. Then you busted his ass out.
You know what? That dude was a groupie. I swear for God, he would call my phone all the damn time and just ask questions. And I'm cool with that. Anybody can call my hotline, ask me questions, or give me
Yeah.
the idea for interview. But this guy, he was just on some fucking psychopath type shit.
Whatever happened to Junebug? You call Junebug here lately?
Oh, you know what? Sad thing about Junebug, and I hate to say it. I heard that he passed away.
Oh man. Well, he sounded like he was older and he had maybe a drinking
No,
something going on with his.
actually, Junebug was younger than you, a whole lot. Yeah, he was younger
Wow.
than me, but he had a drinking problem.
Yeah, it sounded like he meant, but yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was gonna say. You used to fuck with him so hard.
yeah. So that was crazy.
Uh, yeah, but I gotta get to bed, bro, because I get up early. We got all this snow. I gotta get out in the snow plows tomorrow. I got up 4:30 this morning out in it,
Mhm.
and that's fun times right there. You're getting it too up there, right?
Oh yeah, you know what? I went on and bought a big ass snowboard yesterday. I went and I got the 22-inch yard maintenance thing with the 5 speed on it.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to be prepared for this.
Did
So,
you use it yet?
oh yeah, man, I did mine. I did my whole backyard and drive.
Yeah, yeah, because you like to turn around, park backwards up in your driveway. It's hard when you got all that snow in there.
Yeah, and then I did my neighbor, both my neighbor on my left side, my neighbor on my right side. I did
Ah,
big driveways in front. Did they walkways and in front of their house, and then I came down and hit the street, the parking spot where everybody
yeah,
came in front of their house, each one of their house, and park in front of my house. So yeah, I put it to work. I was like,
I
wow.
got the yeah. When I go to work, I got my own truck. They don't let me take it home. But if you've seen me in some of these videos where I'm working a big old Ford Super Duty, and they put the plow on it, and I'm learning how to do that, and that's actually fun, man. I like that because you're
Mhm.
sitting in the truck with the heat blaring, and the music on. That's fun, man. And to do that, it really is. I like it. And
Uh,
then when you get called out on a snow emergency, they pay me $36 an hour
that's
just for the snow emergencies. Yeah,
that's beautiful right
it's
there.
not bad. So
No,
I'm waiting for it to snow. Everybody else is seeing white. I'm seeing green because that's pretty good money to be out plowing.
most definitely. Like yesterday, when it was before it got bad, they tried to send me up north. It was like was it 90 miles to go pick up a lady and bring her and her child up here to the. They had a specialist they had to go see, right?
Yeah,
And I got 40 miles into the trip. I had to call and abort that mission because when the farther up north you go,
yeah.
worse it is. And I was like, well, nah, I'll end up in the ditch.
It's pretty bad down here right now. We got about probably 6 inches and sleet on the road. And I was trying to get in. I was trying to come up the back way through here, and I got all wheel drive, and my car is not that heavy, and I couldn't even get up the back hill back here, and I had to back all the way down and come back around. I mean, it's hard. It was hard to drive through there. Yeah, it was pretty bad. All wheel drive is usually easy. You just roll right up something, but snow is too thick and nasty out
Yeah,
here. Yeah,
yeah,
but
but
I
shit.
did. I do gotta get up early and get back at that. Good to talk to you, Rel. I know you try to be the peacemaker sometimes, and I might not always not gonna work on this one. But look, I'm not gonna curse Carla and call her names, and I'm coming to your house. I'm gonna find your husband's work. I'm not gonna do that. I never had done that. If somebody speaks out against me, I just show the proof that they're not correct. And I can absolutely 100% do that in this case. Right? So, but I'm not gonna. It don't matter who you are. When you're in your 50s, 50 some years old, you don't need nobody talking down to you like that.
Exactly.
And if you got to stick up for yourself, even if it's like I don't want to say stuff about Carla, but I don't want to listen to that shit from her neither. You know what? You didn't like what I said. You took my wrench. You didn't want me over there, and you're gonna keep going on and on about it. You can keep going on. I ain't his mother. I ain't your mother. I'm gonna show you why you ain't my mother, Carla.
Let me ask you a question. Did it really? It hurt you that she took that wrench?
No. The wrench didn't. It's not about the wrench. It's about this is my friend calling me out publicly like that. I care less about the wrench. I never used the wrench in her chat.
Right.
The wrench had nothing to do with it. The wrench look. She saw something that she didn't like that I did. So she says, instead of coming to talk to me, she kicks me out of Discord and does a live about it. And it's just, and the day before we were just fine. And it just came from nowhere, out of nowhere. And they pretend like, they were saying, well, we tried to talk to her. We tried to talk. They did not try to talk to me. They didn't say nothing to me about that.
Right.
They just all of a sudden did that. That's what is hurtful, annoying when this person is supposed to be your friend. I wouldn't do that to Carla. What if I did this, Carla? What if I took the picture of Wendy's husband that you sent me with the address? What if I took that and posted it tomorrow and said, you know what, Carla, I just don't support this behavior because you just have Wendy on your panel and you was apologizing to her up now, but you forgot you sent me that.
Right. That's snitching. Ain't that?
It is snitching. You're absolutely right.
Well, Brian, were they beefing when she sent you that? They wasn't. Now let's be real. Were they beefing or were they friends when she sent you that information?
They were beefing.
Okay, okay. Now they made up, right? But she sent that in the line of beef.
Well, hang on. This picture with her husband on it and her address, Carla apologized to her yesterday for having that picture and for sharing it to one person. But you've got to tell her that she also shared it with me.
Could you have been the one person?
Well, look, no. She said who she gave it to. Okay. But here's the thing: I'm going back and forth with Wendy, right? Me and Wendy are arguing all the time. I've had Wendy's address this whole time. No phone call. Nobody came to her house. Everybody says I do all this shit. I've had Wendy's address for the longest time, And here she's apologizing to her, right, about sharing that picture. You failed to mention she sent it to me.
Now, can you prove?
Yes.
That she sent it to you?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not no speculation, no hearsay.
Nope.
You can actually prove that she sent you that picture.
I can show the Facebook messages scrolling all the way up and down so you can see that they're real Facebook messages.
Okay. Well, that was grimy if she did that, but like you said, they were beefing though at the time.
Yeah, but 2 days ago, she apologized to Wendy for having that picture and sharing it with other people.
Right.
She didn't tell her she shared it with me.
Right.
Why didn't she say, I shared it with Brian too?
Maybe she, in her defense, I'm just playing devil's advocate. Yep. She may have forgotten that she sent it.
She absolutely did forget she sent me that.
Okay. So you even admitted that she forgot. Okay. So, yeah.
But she told Wendy she only shared it with one other person. And she told Wendy who that person was. It wasn't me.
Okay.
Now, if you want to scold me for bad behavior, Carla, I can do that too. In front of the whole community for everybody to see. And then you're going to look stupid. Like you made me look stupid.
You are the king of petty, Brian. I'm going to give you that.
I am petty as fuck. But if somebody calls me out and says, well, Brian did this, don't let me have no fucking dirt on you. I'm telling you. That's what you get.
Right.
That's what you get. You don't sling mud at people when they got dirt on you. You just don't do that. Amongst other things, Carl, with you, Carl, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to drop one thing at a time. Like I said, I've got 2 hours of shit. Because as soon as you guys started talking shit about me, And I was over there, I wasn't saying nothing. I was just collecting.
Okay.
Collecting. And look, I'll be the first one to sit here and admit it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that you guys ain't. I know that if I ignore them, they're just going to keep on, which is what they did.
Right.
The whole time I'm collecting. I'm like, oh, you said that? Okay, how about this? How about this? You want to make me look like you want to make yourself look golden to make me look like shit? I'm going to tarnish that with facts with what you did.
Bryan brings the receipts. I see. Bryan will bring his receipts.
Well, I absolutely. They said that they couldn't support my behavior, which is reasonable. But then I brought it up to them that one of their other mods has some racist stuff out there, and I showed them.
Right.
If you ever, I don't know if you saw the video. I took it down, but he is definitely an incredibly racist. And even Samara said when I brought it up to her, I said, "Well, he's saying the N-word here, and he's laughing about this, making jokes about George Floyd and all this." And you know what Samara said to me? She said he's just joking. That's just his shtick.
You don't joke like that. Not that, man.
Well, Rel, you can take a look at my community post, and the guy's name is Richard Groiper. You have to scroll down a little bit, and that's just one of his.
I know who Richard Groiper is. You warned me about him back in the day. I know who he is. I did my homework on Mr. Groiper back in the day.
See, he's definitely a racist.
Yeah, he says some shit that I don't agree with. Yes, he does. And then,
he uses you guys. People have accused me of using the N-word when nobody's got a clip anywhere of me ever using the N-word with the hard R on it. But this guy blatantly uses it over and over and over again. Constantly post after post after post after post after post. So I brought it to their attention that this guy might be a racist, and you wouldn't want anybody to think that you support that behavior just because he's got a wrench. And so they took his wrench.
Right.
They did take his wrench, but they didn't call him out publicly like they did Bryan. So here's how I'm going to know that they support a racist. When I see Carla over in his chat, and when I see Samara over in his chat, and I will see them. If they talk in his chat, I'm going to see it. And then I'm going to clip it. And I'm saying, well, I showed you all this racist stuff. And they're aware of it now. Everybody knows they're aware of it. Why are they in his chat? And you want to call me out for fighting with somebody else? I'm not fighting with a whole race of people. I'm fighting with another person.
Wow. That's deep.
That's the truth. So really, if Carla and Samara are over in Richard Groiper's chat, that means that they support a racist. And everybody here knows that knows that video I put up proves that he's definitely racist. That's not a joke.
Right. Okay.
He had I showed them in that video. He's got letters from Richard Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
You know who he is. He's the leader of the White Nationalist Front.
Right. And
the frog that he uses is Pepe the Frog. That is the symbol for the White Nationalist Front. I mean, I'm not involved in any groups like that. If people call me a racist,
Mm-hmm. Wow. This is
deep. And here's the thing. Rel. I don't have any problem with Richard. If that's the way he wants to be, because I've called him out. I've cussed him up and down, and I've called him out for that racist shit. Everybody saw it. And then I'm done with it. I'm done. I did my part. All right. I don't hate the guy. Really, to be quite honest with you, he, just anybody has a right to hate or love whatever they want. They really do. That's America for you.
Now, None Your Biz asked a great question. One of the greatest questions I've read all night. Bryan, if you're done, why are you going back?
Because I was done with the fight, and I was hoping that I could just go over there like nothing happened and never say nothing, and maybe have a smaller friendship with him. That's what I really want. I want to mend the friendship by stop talking about it. I took my videos down. I slid over there, and if you watch her chat, you can see that I was just in there talking, being calm. And then they started it again. As much as Carla hated TNT, TNT was in her chat. As much, I mean, I can show you some of the stuff that was said about TNT, and TNT was in her chat. Now, if we're going to call out
Bryan and tisk.
No, I said hello to her. I didn't argue with her in there.
That's
I don't care if she's in there. I don't care. But But see, I know that Carla talked shit about her behind her back, and now she's in her chat. Who's the fucking hypocrite here? And look, I had said some shit about you, but I've said them same things to you. You know, so they can't come back and say, well, he said this and he said that, because I've already said him. I don't hide nothing with, I don't have to bullshit with Rel. I'm not gonna kiss his ass. He's not gonna kiss my ass.
No kissing, no ass kissing whatsoever.
No. But they would always wonder why I still talk to him. And I told them just like I told you. I said, I'll talk to you, Rel. So I can keep my eye on you. We gotta keep our enemies close. And you laugh. I told them the same thing. We gotta keep the enemies close. And in the process of keeping my enemies close, I know that you know, we can have some good conversations and stuff.
Exactly.
It doesn't bother me so much. And, hey, if you all keep screaming in there, that's it. My kid's down there in that other room.
Nah, let them kids enjoy themselves.
It's getting late. But anyways, yeah, I gotta take my fat ass to bed, man.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Now Ash pops in here right when I'm ready to go to bed. Ash, why do you do that, Brian? It's not your concern why TNT was in it. No, I don't care that TNT was in there. I really don't care that she was in there. I said hello to her.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, if we want to talk about hypocrites, why did Carla have her in there when she talked so much shit about her behind the back?
Brian, now you trying to get some shit started.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to get some shit started. I'm not trying to get some shit started, Rel. I've got the conversations.
Brian, you ain't no good. You wrong.
Why would you talk shit about somebody and then allow me to? All right, she could call me out, right? She called me out. I'm her friend. I'm not arguing with her, not fighting with her, nothing. She called me out like she did. But somebody that she talks shit about in Discord comes in her chat and she ain't got the gall to say, bitch, get out of my fucking chat. I don't like you. Now, if you want to talk about, you know, everybody knows TNT came by my house, took pictures, did it twice. Now, does that mean that Carla supports a doxer, a real lifer? We don't want anybody to think that Carla supports that. Just because she was in her chat does not mean that Carla supports a doxer. That doesn't, just like if I say something out of line, that doesn't mean that Carla supports that. Everybody knows that without you going live.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever doxed TNT before?
Yes.
Okay, so one dox deserves another dox, right?
Well, no, I don't think TNT ever doxed me. Well, she just come by the house. Well, the way I did it, Rel, is I found out where she lived, and I did a flyby over the top of her house. I didn't say who. I never said whose house it was.
Right.
I just let her know I knew where it was. But I did that on a live for everybody to see. I didn't come behind the scenes to take pictures of somebody's house and pass it around to everybody. I didn't do that. I did it on a live for everybody to see. I doxed her when she moved out to, but see, I'll own it. That's the thing. I'll own it.
Okay.
I think when you dox somebody, you kind of tell where they live and you tell everybody who it is. When I put her stuff up, I didn't say whose house it was. I just let her know that I knew where it was. But so I didn't let everybody else know. Yeah.
Well, Brian, this is what you should do, right? You should move away from this drama shit, right? You got diabetes, you got high blood pressure. And cholesterol's through the roof, right?
Through the roof.
Now that means you got to change your eating habits. I've saw some of your eating habits, Brian, and you are not counting calories.
No.
And you're eating good. You're eating good, but the food you're eating is wrong. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Brian, you're gonna have to start walking. You're gonna start eating oatmeal. You're gonna have to start eating Cheerios. You're gonna have to eat stuff like that, Brian.
I think I'm gonna start masturbating 6 or 7 times a day instead of the. That's one way. I don't know. The way I look at it like this, bro. Well, as you get old, things happen. And I could back off from all of this and back off from all of that. But look, when they tell you got diabetes, you got heart disease, you can count on somewhere, hopefully 70, 75, 80 years old, that the thing's going to take your life.
Well, no, Brian, but all what you got right now is reversible. All that shit is reversible. All you got to do is just drop some weight, eat a little bit different, and you'll see.
Yeah, I'm pushing 250, and that means I gained a little bit. I gained a little bit of weight. But yeah, when I'm just sitting there, I'm going to get some blood, just my high blood pressure medicine. And then doctor turned around and said that with my wife sitting right there.
Mm-hmm.
He said he really did. He said it's right in the video.
Mm-hmm.
He said if you don't get it together here and get control of this, you will have a heart. You're headed for a heart attack.
Right, and YouTube is going to give you that heart attack.
Well, I don't know. I was a little bit stressed out when we pulled up. We had just gotten in an argument, and when I pulled up, I was still a little bit aggravated about it. But the bottom line with the high blood pressure, he's telling me that's because my cholesterol.
Listen, 3 people said something. I'm gonna read them to you, right? Ash247 said, "You getting upset surely isn't going to help your high blood pressure." I agree with her.
Yeah.
Irish girl said, "Brian, take care of your health so you can take care of your family."
Mm-hmm.
And Snook said it the best. Brian, seriously, is it worth it?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think that the YouTube stuff is causing me that much depression.
It
But
is.
it is annoying.
It helps. It helps. It helps.
It is annoying when one of your friends turns and shits on you like that, and then they try to justify how they shit on you.
Brian, Irish girl just said it best. Look, I eat oatmeal every morning, almost every morning. Don't get that oatmeal, that microwave instant bullshit. Get the Quaker oats.
I eat quinoa. I eat quinoa. I don't do oatmeal. I really eat good.
Okay.
I really do eat a lot of healthy stuff. But sometimes you'll see me out in them restaurants and stuff, bro, when I get that shit. We don't do that.
I see you eating big ass steaks and shit like that. That ain't no health. That ain't healthy.
It's good.
It's
it ain't
good,
gonna hurt you.
but it ain't healthy.
It ain't gonna hurt you as bad as you think. But look, there's been people that have been vegan all their life, were healthy, and as you get older, if you don't die in some kind of accident or some kind of crime, you're going to live to die of some kind of disease. Nothing we can do about it. Now, we could prolong our life by I mean, he wrote down everything I should be doing. I'm going to do it. But even if I do all this stuff, I can just about guarantee you the thing that's going to take me is heart disease. There's nothing once you get it, you're going to die from it. You can only prolong your life by following what they say, but eventually it's going to get you. That's why they say you only live once. But that was the day that I realized when the doctor said that. That's the day. Like now you go uphill, you hit 50, 55. That's when it's time. I have to go downhill at some point, and that's just where I'm at. So I've accepted it.
Let me say this, Brian. Those 2 beautiful young girls that you have living in that home with you.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, you don't do it for yourself, do it for them.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm not going to ignore it.
Do it for your wife.
He gave me all this medicine.
Do it for them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to die anytime soon, so I'm going to try to do what they say. But what I'm saying is, it just freaks you out when you go in there and that doctor was that blunt with me. I even said to him, it's right on video. I even said to him, I said, "Well, I appreciate you giving it to me straight like that, doc." He said, because he's looking right at me. If you don't straighten this up, you will have a heart attack.
Yes, you will, sir.
And he said the same thing. He was like, "You got to look out for your kids. These people need you." He said right in the video, it's exactly what you said, doctor. So, and that video's up, right? And there's been a few people who come over to me. I didn't hear nothing from Carla. Didn't hear nothing from Samara. Didn't hear nothing from Misbehaving. Didn't hear nothing from Molly. Didn't hear nothing from Laura. Didn't hear nothing. But people that aren't real popular. They're just people that know of me, and they come to me and they say, "Hey, I haven't heard anything from people who say they're my friend."
Well, let me ask you a question. Now it's time for you to sit down and do some real checking in your situation in your life of the people that you call your friends.
Man, you can't trust none of these.
Okay, but I'm saying, but if certain people you calling your friends and you need help and they ain't there for you, but you white knighting for them or doing whatever it is you doing for them, shouldn't you say, okay, well, I need to, remove myself from the relationship or what I thought was a friendship? Because do they really mean me any good?
Yeah. Yeah, what I'm starting to learn here is I do have a couple good friends on here. I like Irish gal. She goes, yeah, I consider her friend. Uh, but for the most part, these are just digital associates.
Well, do you really still? But they're in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm. Digital associates.
but they're in your life, brother.
Yeah, I know. And see, I come on here because I like to vent, and sometimes I'll see some current event or something. I put a video up. That's my way of venting, and the drama gets in the way of what I intended to do here. Come in here and it's usually current events or some thought or some inspirational something, and then there's always some dumbass, that wants to disrupt that. And I'm one of these people. I'm just like, well, this is where me and you are a lot alike in one way.
Mhm.
We're not going to let people just talk shit to us. You're not putting up with that from nobody. You don't
No,
care. We're not going to let it happen. That's just like me. I could say to you, well, Rel, you was mad at Carla. Maybe you should let this go. You maybe shouldn't be with the brick and the old lady pictures because you're going to be like, no, fuck that. She made me mad.
yeah, I did. Matter of fact, you did do that. You
I
did.
did. I told you.
Yeah, you did, and I told you those exact words. Fuck that. She got the
That's
job.
and see, this is what they don't know that I came behind the scenes and said, come on, man, with Carla.
Yeah, you did. Oh
I
no,
said,
I
good.
said that.
She's
No,
not bothering nobody.
listen. I said that in videos that you came on. You asked me to stop. That I should. Was it really worth it? You asked me that. I've said that in if you go back in the video. No, well, I took the videos down,
Yeah.
but I've addressed that. Yes, you did. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
And I want now if Carla's listening to this, I want her to understand this. Even though Rel was had my he was at my job and I still went to him and said, look, I with Carla, come on, man, come on, you acting silly. I said, you doing the same shit you're accusing me of. I said, she's freaking out over here. No, fuck that. She pissed me off. She don't mention my name. That's what he said. Carla didn't know I came to you and said that. Carla didn't know that I tried to stick up for my friend behind the scenes.
No, I think
Misbehaving didn't go ask you.
no,
Samara didn't go ask you.
no, I think she does know because if I remember correctly, I did. I've mentioned that. I mentioned that in video. And if anybody say it didn't happen, I can pull out, go to my masters and pull it out and put it up where I've touched on it. And I said I told Brian to go fuck himself.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah. But
yeah.
you did come at me behind the scenes, and I appreciated that about you because you didn't fire up a live and talk shit. You did it behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I fire up live and talk shit, it's just gonna cause you to fire up live and talk shit, and then we'll be back in the same shit. It's better just to. I had your number. If I needed to talk to you about something, I could call you, and we don't need to make a big spectacle about this shit on YouTube. Just like Carla didn't need to make a big spectacle. See, the thing of it is, Rel, and you know this as well as I do, where it's popular to get Bryan going. It's popular to speak out against Bryan. Now, since she spoke out about me, her chats went up. People that normally don't go over there are going over there. TNT ain't going her chats. She's hoping she's talking about me. These people that wouldn't talk to her because I was over there, or that want to see me get dragged, they started rolling over in her chat. They're saying that that's not happening, but that is happening. And what people are really waiting on, Carla, they're waiting on you to piss me the fuck off and me to drop the goods on you. That's why they're watching both of us right now because they know what's coming. You're going to keep fucking with me, and I'm going to drop the goods on you.
Right.
Hang on. I suggest, Carla, that you don't mention me again. And if you don't mention me again, I ain't going to say a fucking word about you again. And I won't be in your chats.
Bruh. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that.
She keeps talking shit. I'm not his mommy. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Brian.
I'm warning her.
You got to be the bigger man sometime and walk away from it.
I did. I already did that. I walked away from it and they threw it back at me. They kept on. I left it. I told them, I said, look, I'm not here for that. I'm done with that today in the chat. And then they all started at me again. I said, are we really gonna do this? Because I'm done with
it. I've learned to be a little bit more nicer with what I do, and when I say nicer, I mean smoother with how I do it. Like certain creators that may have had a problem with me, and I didn't know it or whatever, and they said slick shit or whatever, and you brought it to my attention or whatever. I didn't have to mention their name. I said certain shit and tapped their ass so fucking hard that everybody else knew that I was tapping at them. So I did, by me not saying their name, I didn't diss them. I let them know, yeah, motherfuckers, I hear your shit that you talking and I'm aware of it. So, but it can get worse. And I just did a couple taps, you know what I'm saying? And that was that. You know, and my thing is I'm not finna give no motherfucker my attention that's not in this country. If I can't send somebody out to reach out and pay your ass a courtesy call, courtesy visit, it ain't no need of me even entertaining you. You live over in this country.
We had that talk, and I'm not gonna say the guy's name, but we had that talk about it. We had that talk about a certain creator, and we both got to looking, and Rel's like, "Well, he don't even live in this country." He said, "Why would you?" He even told me. He said, "Why did you even fuck with the guy?"
Yeah, why?
I said, "Yeah, you're right. You can't. It's not like I'm gonna be flying internationally anywhere. You know, I ain't gonna waste that much time." So that made sense to me. It really did.
Why give a motherfucker your attention? If you right here in this country, one of the 50 states, and I can get to you, motherfucker, let's do this.
Because if somebody's from another country and they're talking shit to you, the reason they're talking shit to you is because they're from another country, not because that's the only reason, because they know you ain't coming.
I'm looking like you little bitch. If I saw you, I would smack the fuck out of you. This is what I'm thinking in my mind. Like, are you for real? You ain't even on my fucking level. Get your punk ass on. You need some attention right now. And
I got into it with Nags a little bit, and he was talking a little bit of shit to me, so I looked him up, and my comment back to him was like, dude, you know you only live an hour away from me, right?
Whatever happened to him? Did he get his channel back?
I guess he got, he messed with a lot of people. He wasn't really bothering me that bad, but he talked a little bit of shit. But I guess that some of the stuff that he was saying on there was people just kept flagging him, and YouTube took him down for harassing and bullying people. So he came at me over something, about Laura or something, and I'm like, dude, just panel up with me and we can talk about it. I ain't paneling up with you. Your son killed a baby. Blah blah blah. I said, oh really? Okay, you're one of them people. Huh? Don't even know me.
So he's not back on YouTube. Is what you saying?
You might see and hear. You might see him around. He might be on panels, but he doesn't have that channel. I think he had 12,000 subs. There's a lot of people got. There was Katie's gone. Miss fucking Wonderful.
Oh, she. You know what? She's gone. The Miss Wonderful chick is gone.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She got away with some nasty ass shit for years though.
How long have she tried to come back yet?
I don't know if she's back or not. But she had like 40-some thousand subs, and her lives was just her sitting there being herself, but she'd be talking shit and saying shit.
I tried to watch one of her shits before, right?
Yeah.
And I was watching and literally threw up a little bit in my mouth. The conditions were like, are you for real? This is your crib?
Yeah.
This your crib and you showing your crib on fucking this right here? Are you fucking serious? And I'm like, are you fucking for real? And then somebody had clipped a video of her bending over with some white shorts on. And I threw up a little bit again in my mouth, like, is those shit stains or is those?
You know what she used to do? What she used to do? This is what she used to do when me and her had a little bicker there for a minute. They were cool. But she used to get up on her panel, say $20, I'll drag Brian right now. Tip me out and I'll drag you. And people were tipping her, right? And she was dragging me, and I'm in the chat, and I thought it was funny. But these people were literally $20 drag Brian, $20. She kept so she was doing it right there. And then she said something about the Delphi murders, which happened the same day as my son got arrested. And she goes, where were you on February 13th and so day? And I thought she was talking about my son's case. She was talking about Delphi. The Delphi murders happened the same day. And I thought she was accusing me of that. So me and her got this big old argument. But yeah, she did one live where she forgot to left the camera on, and her old man was laying on the couch off the side. She started giving blowjob right on live.
Wait a minute, hold on. Her father.
Her old man. Her old man. I say old man boyfriend.
Okay, so she was giving her dude a blowjob on
right on live.
She knew that shit was on.
You couldn't see anything of him, but you could see what she was doing. Right? Yeah.
She knew what the come on. She knew what the fuck she was doing.
Didn't get struck. Didn't get nothing. She took it down, but she didn't get in trouble or nothing for it.
Because she knew what she was doing. She knows she left that goddamn camera on.
She was making bank. She was banking.
And then I was like, where's all the animal lovers at? When I saw them, how them dogs was living in that filthy ass room.
Oh yeah, the people have went at her about them dogs. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is she doing? Are you for real?
And she'd get drunk and slip up and say the N-word.
I didn't watch her like that. She was disgusting.
She's from Indiana though. You got a lot of that shit up there. A lot of all white neighborhoods crap up there.
I remember somebody showed the video there. It like she was drunk, her old dude was drunk, and the old dude was reaching for a titty. I was like, yo, is that her? Somebody like, I was like, damn, that's her old boyfriend. She got a sugar daddy.
She don't give a fuck.
Somebody was like, no, that was her father. I was like, yo, you lying. They was like, no, that's her father. I was like, oh.
She don't give a fuck. But she really was making a lot of money on YouTube. And I hate to, I really don't want the people to lose their channels, but sometimes you're doing shit and you gotta, but YouTube is cracking down. A couple years ago, they were talking about making anybody that signed up for YouTube show a picture ID before signing up. That way, if you make a troll account, and it can literally come back to somebody's name.
That would be a great idea.
Yeah, and that'll stop a lot of the people coming in and troll accounts and harassing somebody. You should have a right. I really think if somebody's going to talk shit about you, you have a right to know who the fuck they are. I'm sorry.
Brian.
Yeah.
I want to challenge you, Brian.
Oh, here we go with this.
I want to challenge you not to cuss for 1 month.
Oh.
And Brian, you will feel so much better if you don't cuss for 1 month.
I tell you, there's a lot of people that believe that swearing and smoking are signs of weakness.
No, not really.
Well, if you can't articulate yourself and get your point across without using foul language, to some people, that is a sign of weakness. And when you don't use foul language and you're trying to make your point, you really do get your point across better.
Like when I do my interviews and I get my point across.
Yeah. It's really hard to stop swearing. I did that for a while, and I was doing really good with it. And then it just, if you start doing it again, it's just natural. It comes natural.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, sir. You can stop cussing, sir, and it would be great.
Uh-oh, little ones at the house. It's a hard thing to do. That is really hard to do. That is hard to do.
It's actually easy, sir. I mean, it's easy that you can do it. Like I say, it's just it takes some. Sometimes you'll slip.
Well, right now you're having a calm conversation, but let's if I start talking shit to you right now, it's gonna go out the door.
No. Well, see, I would talk the way I'm talking, calm, and still wouldn't cuss. Actually, because we in a different space, Brian. We in a different space. About a year or two ago, we wouldn't be able to sit down and have this conversation about maybe 2 years ago.
I don't know. I think even when we was fighting, there was a couple of phone calls we had where we started out arguing and they end up not arguing.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like in the beginning, when it all happened in the beginning, we wouldn't have been able to sit down and be in this space. I honestly look at it, people would say, okay, well, they can, if you got a problem with somebody, okay, if them two individuals can hash it out and they don't trust each other, but they civil, maybe I can not trust you. You don't trust me, and we can be civil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, I got every reason in the world to trust you, man. And I will clear something else up too.
Yes,
Since I
sir.
got you before I go. People keep saying, "Real had you so scared that you moved." And I said, well, we was gonna move anyway. You moved out trying to run from Rel, right? Well, Rel's got my address. He's posted my address,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still here.
Are you still there? Now, see, here's the thing with you, Brian, right? And I've always said that your ego was always going to be your downfall, right?
Yeah.
And when I let everybody know, yeah, I know where Brian and I went, went outside his house and whoop, whoop this, whoop, whoop that, right? And you saw that video and you could not ignore it and leave it alone. You just you came, you cut your live on.
Because you didn't come by where I was at. You came
Right,
by
right, right.
places here.
But still, you did not have to prove that point. And then you went on live and said, "Oh, Rel was here. Hey, I don't live here anymore." I was like, "Okay, you don't live here no more. This is what you telling me? Okay, I got you." Then with less than 30 minutes, I gave you your new address,
Well,
and you
check
was
this
like,
out.
"This motherfucker."
Well, check this out, though, Real. You
Yeah.
told me, listen, you told me before I moved from over there,
Mm-hmm.
you said, if you move, I'm going to find out where you're at in 2 days. In 2 days, I'll know where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
I'd already been up here about a month before you found out where I was at.
Right,
And I
but
didn't care.
right,
Because look,
but at the point you didn't let me know that you were going either.
no, I tell nobody.
Well,
Well, I told a couple people that we were buying this thing, but everybody knew that I was going to move anyway. I mean, I really wasn't. And look, there ain't nowhere. I know this, bro. There ain't nowhere that I can move. That if you wanted to find me, you couldn't find me.
when you gave me, but yeah, when you gave me that hookup, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you put that video out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, okay, you want to play this game? I got you, Playboy. And then that's what I told you it would be a matter of 2 days, but it was actually 30 minutes from after you did that video.
No, you told me before I moved from over to North Lake. If I moved, you said you'd have my address in 2 days. Right. And I was over here for a month. And then everybody said he painted the walls the same way to make it look like. No, I didn't. That's just the color she likes.
Right.
Yeah,
but yeah, those moments. Like I say, nobody will ever. I don't think no other YouTube beef would ever come to the way that ours did.
There's really been way worse. I mean, people really have on YouTube. They would have went and killed other people. They have. It's happened. One YouTuber freaked out because people were messing with him on YouTube and went to his job and killed 4 people. So it does happen. I mean, people on YouTube do kill each other. It has happened.
Well, them some idiots.
Yeah, I weighed it out. I kind of weighed it up. Like, is this motherfucker really gonna come around here or not? I weighed it up, and I'm thinking, this man's got a business over here. He's got grandkids. Yeah, he could send somebody. I just didn't know whether you gonna send somebody you come over here or not. I just didn't know, and I got to the point where you know what? Fuck it. If he does, he does. I mean, what can I do? If he does, he does. That's not gonna. Somebody could. You could beat me to the ground, but you would never change my opinion. You might fire my ass up, but I'm still gonna have the same opinion that I had before we started fighting.
That's a good thing. Never change. That's something you never
change my mind.
No.
But that was that's a hell of a learning experience for me. But that's cool because I can hang with the best of them, and in the end, it's always good to be able to speak to somebody on a civil level that you've had arguments with. It's very satisfying, actually.
Most of it, and then like I told you, I was like, these people so one-sided. They were saying that you were the bully forever, and then I came and bullied the bully, and then I was getting criticized for bullying the bully.
Well, they told you that I was this big old bully and all this stuff, and everybody knows that that's not true. I'm like this. As long as people don't fuck with me, then I will not fuck with them. But if you want to challenge me, like Carla's doing right now, she's challenging me. And if you want to challenge me, I'm going to release the hounds. That doesn't mean I'm going to come to Carla's house, make threats to her, or anything like. No, I will show your hypocrisy with your own words.
How was Carla? How was Carla, if you don't mind me asking?
I have no idea. I know she's probably about 9 or 10 years older than I am. I would think.
Right, she's your senior, 19 years your senior. Give that woman a little respect.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give her just as much respect as she gave me, bro. I think that's fair, don't you?
Oh well, yeah, but sometimes, Brian, you gotta look at we gotta forgive and forget. You know,
Yeah, I tried that today.
and
That didn't work.
you
I
hold
tried it.
you
I
hold
took the high road and I took my videos down. I put a video up letting Carla know that hey, we're good. I'm not gonna say nothing. And then I thought I'd be able to slide back into her chat. And for a while there, I was in the chat. We were just having a conversation. And then Carla snapped at me twice, and Miss B corrected her. And then she popped off with, "I'm not his mommy." That's the way she said it. And I'm like, you know what?
Well, in
Fuck that shit.
In her defense, maybe somebody was telling her to get you, and she was just saying that she wasn't your mommy.
You know what? You know who she should have told that to?
Who?
She should have told that to the person that was telling her to get me. She should have said, "I ain't his mommy." She should have said it to me. What if somebody told you, you need to get this guy over here. He's doing this and that. Man, I ain't that motherfucker's daddy.
I would tell them, you go get his ass.
Right. So when somebody came to Carla and said, well, Brian put up this video and he's saying this and that, she should have said, well, that's Brian. That's not on my fucking channel. I'm not doing that. I don't. But instead, oh, no. And then I asked her, after she called me out, I asked her, I said, did you even see the video? Did you see me and Vinny fighting? And she said, no, I didn't even see it. But you're going to call me out on something you didn't even see.
Sure.
It was crazy. But anyways, I really do got to go to bed, man. I keep saying that. I've been 45 minutes. I got to get my fat ass to bed.
Take your ass to bed. And I want to thank everybody in your chat for, being kind and courtesy and just having me, around on the platform. And you guys, like I say, go over there and subscribe to Real World Podcast, and I guarantee you guys are gonna love the content.
That's right.
And I thank you, Brian, for letting me be a guest in your home once again. And have a good one, man. And
all right,
kids, man, do this for them kids.
Yeah. I'm gonna document how this diabetic thing goes. I appreciate you, Rel. And just Ash, I just want to say, I don't want to get in a long conversation. She goes, Brian, she ain't telling the things on you or showing your. She hasn't showed my private messages yet, and there's nothing she can. But they are saying things that was happening in the Discord. I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all be well. Thanks, Rel, for coming up.
No problem.
And I'm out.